Thanks for joining us. Time to get ready for NBA action on 2K Sports. It's Monday Night Basketball. It's the Miami Heat facing off against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And that's all for now. Time to hand it over to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. I'll be back with more at halftime.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live from downtown Minneapolis. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. Alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Timberwolves hoping to give a strong showing here for their home crowd. Challenging part of the schedule, and this is where they need to buckle down and take care of business.
Yeah, and they're in the middle of a tough stretch of games they've got coming up. I mean, they're excited about it, and it's going to serve as a real benchmark for them, finding out exactly where they stand in the league.
And that's something every team wants to know. To get where they want to be, they're going to have to really beat the best teams in this league. So I know what they're thinking is, bring it on, let's go.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, presented by State Farm. Mario Chalmers in the electric, D. Wade at the guards. Chris Bosh is out there with Geiger, and it's Smooth in at the 3. And for the Timberwolves, they've got Ricky Rubio, Longley out there at Buttinger, and there's Bekovic, and it's Williams at the point.
Well, guys, Eric Spoelstra is really a young coach, but he's worked his way up from video coordinator to being one of the outstanding head coaches in the league. To be where he is, coaching one of the very elite teams in the NBA in Miami. You couldn't ask for a better position or a better opportunity. But I really have great respect and admiration for the way he's handled that and grown into that position. It's one of the better stories in the league in my mind.
He passes to Longley. Williams. Off target from outside.
Well, you talk about the job that Eric Spoelstra has done for the Heat, Clark. A young coach, certainly, but he's earned the opportunity to coach this roster. And he's shown that he's up to the task. One of the brightest young coaches in the game.
Here's Williams after the Heat pick up 2. On the top of the key, and that is good. Williams has got 5. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to speak with Rick Adelman. The phrase superstar gets tossed around the league a lot these days, but that is how he described Dwayne Wade. He said that D. Wade's the guy we'll be giving the most attention to because he can function either as a playmaker or a scorer, saying no matter what he chooses to do, he can hurt you. We have to be ready for everything. Easier said than done, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. And the basket by Chalmers. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
And I don't want to take anything away from their effort in the win, but not a whole lot of fight from the defense they were facing.
Yeah, and they took advantage of that, Steve, as you would expect them to. You got a team that's not showing you any defensive resistance. Show them your killer instinct.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Mo Williams, a former second-round pick out of Alabama. He's had a really nice career when you think about it. Excellent shooter. So he's pretty good from mid-range and beyond.
Here's Rubio. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Shooting. You guys, you talk about a player like Mo Williams. Star players love a guy who can spread the floor. In other words, a guy who can knock down perimeter shots, whose defenders can't help off of him. And when you have a guy like Mo Williams who can shoot it that way, he's always enjoyable to play with.
One of the things you love about Ricky Rubio is he's one of those league pass stars. I mean, anytime I was turning the channel last year, if I came across Minnesota, I stayed on that channel just to watch Rubio and watch him distribute the ball. Just a fantastic player.
And as we continue our conversation about Ricky Rubio, it seemed like his game is even better suited to the NBA than it was to Europe, with the athletic finishers and up-tempo style of play. It really highlights his great passing.
And, you know, players are energized by a guy who's going to find them, Kevin. They love that. When you know that running hard to the rim is going to get you rewarded and perhaps a highlight look, you'll take that all day long and run even harder.
And so it's Minnesota with it after the Heat pick up 2. Williams for 3. Here's Pekovic. Takes it up for the stop.
How's that for an encore after the offensive board?
That's the only way he knows how to do it. Monster stuff.
Oh, he makes life miserable down around the paint for anybody who's trying to box him out.
There's the bucket. Good.
Very few players have his explosiveness. I mean, man, can he ever fly to get to that rim?
So for the Heat, their last game, a loss to New York.
Yeah, I went back and looked at the tape of that game, guys. I was shocked at how soft they played defensively.
Heck, you didn't need to go back to the tape. All you had to do was look at that box score. I mean, it's obvious they were giving up a lot of high percentage shots.
And here are the Heat now, following the 3 by Minnesota. Gets it to go.
Unbelievable three-pointers for both sides in just a matter of seconds.
Now I think it's a matter of them just trying to top each other.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout and playing the Heat here for the second time.
Overall, offensively, it was not pretty for them in that game. Obviously, Clark, I guess when you look at the final score, that's pretty clear.
Yeah, they had to be extremely frustrated by their effort or lack thereof at the offensive end of the floor. It just wasn't there.
Get caught up on how the standings are looking in the West as we make the push through midseason. You look at Houston, and of course the Timberwolves, just way behind.
You know, right now for the Timberwolves, they've been as flat as they can be this season. It might be time, not just for some lineup changes, but a major overhaul.
Yeah, you might be right, Clark, because you can see that there's no spark to this club. Look out!
Wow. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game.
Budinger, good.
Plays a bouncy swingman out of Arizona. Nice shooting range from the outside. Can really run the floor in transition. But his strength is as an outside spot-up shooter.
He also can be an explosive finisher at the rim. He's not as aggressive as he could be driving inside, but I like that he's so comfortable finding ways, to score off the ball. And the first one drops. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Sean Williams checks in for Pekovic. And Dante Cunningham subbed in for Luke Longley. Then for the Heat, Josh McRoberts has checked in for Bosch. And Michael Redd has subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Rubio outside. Pass to Williams. Williams gets a screen from Williams. 6 to shoot. Cunningham. He feeds it to Budinger. The 3 is launched. They get the rebound. That's blocked. Head against Rubio. Feeds it to McRoberts. Back to Redd. It's over Rubio. And Redd gets it to go on the assist by McRoberts.
Well, when you talk about Rick Adelman, coach of the Timberwolves, you think of really one of the most successful coaches that the league has seen over the last few decades. 7 years as a player, over 20 years as a head coach. Stops in Portland, Golden State, Sacramento, Houston, and now Minnesota.
Fires from deep. Dang grabs the miss. The Heat leading by 3. 1:56 left here in the opening quarter.
They have no answer for him. He's just putting on a dominant display of offense.
And, you know, getting back to Coach Rick Adelman, I mean, he's made the playoffs in 16 of his 21 NBA seasons as a head coach, a winning percentage of around 60%. He's never won an NBA title, but he's certainly had good results throughout his career.
Really good work defensively. This coach has to be happy with his team.
Yeah, forcing that miss right there, great effort.
Timberwolves have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Oh!
Hammer time! Hammer time! Tearing that roof down with that one.
Yeah, and really a dunk contest dunk that time. Wow.
Yeah, unreal. What a dunk.
Timberwolves trail by 7, looking to end the drought, and that one's good.
Well, everyone seems to have the hot hand here early on.
You know, if they keep up this scoring pace, we'll definitely see some big point totals from both of these teams.
Mick Roberts' shot is good.
Boy, it's been a hot shooting first quarter for them so far.
Steve, it's been fun to watch. I mean, the shots are dropping, and it's led to an excellent start.
And Rubio kicks to Williams. Back to Rubio. There's the screen. And Michael Redd gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And the Heat with some changes. Lee dishes to Barea. Back to Lee. Drops in the layup for 2.
I like the way they got the ball inside there.
The Heat leading by 6. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Beasley for the 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
He's as close to impossible to defend as anybody, I think. I mean, he can just torch the defense in so many ways.
Here's Pekovic. And again, it's Minnesota. There's 10 seconds left here in the first quarter. Wade drives it.
Oh, man, what a play. Call it hang time and bang time.
Unbelievable.
You gotta just shake your head on that one.
From deep. No good on the buzzer beater. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Heat lead by 9.
The Heat.
And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Tune in this Tuesday night. The Los Angeles Lakers take on Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Do not miss it.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, Stephen Clark, what are your thoughts?
And that first quarter was all about pace, guys, because this club really got out into transition, and that's how they've built this lead.
They like to play fast, and they're doing a nice job filling the lane.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Miami, Michael Redd is out there with Pat. Then there's Beasley. Then it's Dang. And it's Anderson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Dang gets it to go. Dang's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Heat. Screen by Longley. Barea kicks to Roy. Dishes it to Williams. The pass to Barea. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Here's our 2K leaderboard with the list of the teams that have been on fire from beyond the arc over the past month. Number 1, the Heat.
2 shots.
Tell you what, when you have a month like this, the way they've been shooting it, you feel like the basket is 3 times as big as normal. I mean, it's hard to maintain this level of productivity, but we'll see if they can make it happen.
Some changes for Minnesota. Dante Cunningham's checked in for Sean Williams. Budinger checks in for Luke Walton. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Brandon Roy. And then for Miami, Josh McRoberts has checked in for Anderson. Wash comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Chalmers in for Michael Redd. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Chalmers best to back. Back to Chalmers. Using his post move to get the 2 points. Chalmers has got 7 points.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Screened by Longley. Inside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 3 assists now in this one. Pat. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, keep an eye on this, Kevin. His ability to double clutch in midair and still make shots is incredible. Just unbelievable body control.
And I'll say something else, Steve. He is one of the most powerful finishers we have in this league. He takes it to the rack hard.
Pekovic checks in for the Timberwolves. Williams comes in for J.J. Barea. And then for Miami, Geiger comes in for Josh McRoberts. And Smooth subbed in for Michael Beasley. Here's Pekovic, and the layup is good. Pekovic has got 6.
Again, they attack the hoop from the lane, and it's been really good to them.
Yeah, they're getting whatever they want down there. That's 4 of their last 5 buckets coming in the paint area.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And along with the rest of his Heat teammates, Chris Bosh has heard his share of criticism. People knock him for not being aggressive enough offensively or rebounding enough. But, you know, it can be a challenge to try to blend all those different players into one team. I think Bosh has been a really nice addition for the Heat.
It's Cunningham with the rebound.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Well, for a guy that shoots like he does, man, I'd say that is an easy look.
That's good. Excellent job carving out space under the glass to make that putback possible.
And here's Chalmers for 3. Rubio with the rebound. And Steve, for Chris Bosh, one thing he has said offensively is he doesn't like missing shots. He said, I can make 3 in a row. And then if I miss 2 in a row, I feel like I'm blowing it. What do you think of that?
Well, I like that attitude of perfection. That's what makes the really good players great. I mean, you know, that's really not the mentality of big-time scorers in the league, but based on where Bosh is and who he's playing with, that's fine. I think it works.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Well, he's got to be disappointed with his team's play over the course of this run. And, you know, thus the timeout. You got to talk things over, try to get back into the game.
Something has to change for them is they haven't looked good at all during this run, so the timeout is appropriate here. Here's how the Heat have performed. First in shooting percentage, first in free throw shooting. And they're also ranked #1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
And the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good shots. And when they do that and they're on their game, they're tough to beat.
Passes it to Pat. Outside Bosh. The 3. And again, it's the Heat missing. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Williams. Again, the miss by Williams.
I think he's just got to compose himself, gather himself. He may be trying a little too hard out there. Let it flow. Let it happen. Don't force it.
Well, he's smart. He's getting good shots, and he's knocking them down.
He kicks it to Rubio. Here's Puttinger. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 5 assists tonight.
That's all the space he needs, guys. He'll make you pay every time if you give him that shot.
Here's Del Rosario. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Timberwolves trail by 5. Williams dishes to Rubio. Back to Williams. From deep. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 6 assists here tonight.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Chalmers with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Knicks in New York.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him, passing the ball, just racking up the assists.
I tell you what, you need to archive that one for the highlight tape.
Oh, yeah, that is a keeper. You're correct.
Man, that was incredible.
Yeah.
And those plays will give your team a huge boost.
Now here's Budinger. 11 points for him in that last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. So he was very aggressive with his game, attacking the D and capitalizing on those free throws.
He dishes it to Chalmers from outside the arc. And again, Miami with the triple.
I'll tell you what, three-point shooting a huge factor for them offensively.
Man, defensively, you've got to make an adjustment. I mean, you can't continue to collapse inside and give these guys quality looks.
And Rubio kicks to Williams. The feed now to Cunningham. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Cunningham's got his second bucket tonight. Here's Chalmers. 10 points for him. 2 minutes. He passes to Geiger. Outside Bosch. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. It's Mo Williams with the rebound.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
Pack passes to Chalmers. And the foul on Mo Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. T-Wade on the wing, guarded by Barea. Second shot opportunity. Anderson. So against the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. First trip to the line for him here.
Well, not the best statistic for him. I mean, his performance at the line, of course, very low numbers.
And somehow it's become a real struggle at the free throw line. He's lost his way there. I mean, he's not having anywhere near the same success he had there last season.
That one misses.
Chris Anderson, the Birdman, they call him. The athletic, shot-blocking big man. Obviously a very colorful character, literally and figuratively, with all those tattoos. But he is an excellent defender and a guy who can really charge your team with some energy off the bench.
Head against Lee. And it's Miami with the rebound. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Red misses. And Anderson fond of body art, as you see. I mean, I think Clarkie's running out of space.
Kaleidoscopic. New word for you there, Kevin. And what comes to mind when you think about Anderson? And the NBA has had its share of flamboyant players, and he's right in that group.
Time running down now at the end of the quarter. They could go 2 for 1 if they decide to.
And I think that's what they need to do if the shot's there.
Wade gets the bucket. Timberwolves trail by 7. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Longley passes to Barea, and he converts the way.
Tell you what, despite that hot start from long range, they've really gotten away from the three-point shot now.
And I know that's sacrilegious to you, Steve. I mean, being a shooter and all in your past, you figure you should be firing away from out there at all times. But the mid-range game and in-between game served me quite well. But that hasn't been the best meal ticket for them here in the second half. You got to go with what you do best.
That is good. Barea's got 7 points. And here is Dang. Here's Wade. Unbelievable shot at the buzzer.
Boy, this guy just as calm as can be. Even with the clock ticking down to 0, no pressure.
Gotta love the composure. He just didn't seem rushed at all. He just took his time and knocked it down.
And so we conclude the first half. Heat out front. They lead by 6. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Monday's almost come to an end. Let's celebrate with a little halftime show. Miami up on top against Minnesota. Right now, they sit with the second-best record in the conference. Smooth with a phenomenal first half. shooting nearly 70% so far, a gaudy shooting percentage, the envy of everybody playing tonight. And slugging it out so far, the Minnesota Timberwolves. Excellent bench production, the second string coming in, knocking down the shots. A productive first half for Mo Williams. 13 points, and it's been bombs away from outside. Let's check out what's on tap around the league. Out in Denver, it'll be the Nuggets against the Hawks. 7 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific is the tip time. And one game also on the docket, the Charlotte Bobcats will go up against the Trailblazers in Portland. That's a 7 p.m. tip time, 10 Pacific. And another game that's coming up, over at New Orleans Arena, the Hornets will be facing up against the Magic. That one tips off at 7 p.m. Eastern. That's it for us here in the studio. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. What a game we're seeing from Smooth.
Yeah, he's done a great job of finding the soft spots in that defense. A very efficient game for him so far.
Yeah, and I like what he's done, Steve. I mean, he's made a couple of jumpers here or there, but what he's really done impressively is allow the game to come to him.
So with Roy on the bench, this is Rick Adelman's lineup. Mo Williams out there with Ricky Rubio. And there's Begovic. Then it's Longley. And it's Budinger in at small forward. First one falls for him.
Well, when you watch Dwayne Wade play, he's a tremendous scorer. The one weakness in his game is the three-point shot. But I think last year he did a really wise thing. He cut way back on his attempts and took his game more inside, where he's such a dominant player.
Both free throws good from Wade. And Steve, you mentioned Wade, never a three-point mark under 30% for his career. His game really built around, Clark, I think, the mid-range jumper on in.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, that's the strength of who he is. Now, the three-point shot could add to what he does, but he's doing it at about 25 a game without a real lethal three-point shot. So maybe that's just kind of the chink in his armor, but it still doesn't keep him from being one of the best ever.
Outside Williams. Into Begovic. The dish to Budinger. Lets it go with the three. And again, Minnesota with the triple. The Heat leading by 5. The drive by Wade. Gets it to go. Wade's got 19 points.
This is a very steady performance offensively for him.
Pass to Longley. Kicks to Rubio. With the lead pass. Longley passes to Rubio. Begovic with the screen for Williams. Shot clock at 6. Lobs it up there.
How about the nice, exquisite timing on that alley-oop? Well done.
Yeah, two teammates in total sync right there. You're right.
Very harmonic.
Oh, man, it was beautiful. The pass was delivered right to the hoop. Set up that jam.
To the middle. Rubio, defended by Chalmers. Rubio misses.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Rock that rim. Gotta love that enthusiasm, folks.
Not only, Clark, did he rock the rim, he decided to hang around a bit for that one, too. I love it.
What a finish. That was just gorgeous.
And the Timberwolves call timeout.
Well, good timeout, guys, because, this has been a bad run for them. He's got to get his team back on the same page and executing well together.
Sometimes just getting to stop in the action can be enough to get a team back on track. There's something about that little pause in the intensity of the game that lets you refocus.
We've seen Smooth really having a great game.
And he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Since the All-Star break, this group has been on fire. Here are the field goal percentage leaders for the season's second half. Well, you look at Smooth, so solid around the basket, currently third in the league. And, of course, Dwayne Wade, also someone that shoots at such a high percentage, top 5 in the league.
Yeah, both these guys nearly automatic during that span. They are shooting the ball with a ton of confidence.
And that one's good. Timeout called, the Heat.
Yeah, guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it. In the second half of the season, you get an idea of the Timberwolves and where they stand statistically. First in steals, 11th in fewest turnovers per game. And as for three-point shooting as a team, a little bit to be desired here. They're top 20 in the league. They can certainly do better and strive to do better there.
Yeah, Clark, this is a team that scares opponents because of that steals number that you talked about. They're so good at anticipating plays. They seem to have a good scheme defensively night in and night out. They know their roles. They make their rotations. They read the passing lanes, and they frequently get out there, make steals, and then get out in their transition game. Great job. Taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressive.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
The Timberwolves have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
And he makes the first.
Nikola Pekovic out of Montenegro, 6'11", 290. A battering ram of a big man. Loves contact, really knows how to finish inside. A nice player for the Timberwolves.
Both free throws good from Pekovic. And going back to Pekovic, a great rebounder. Clark shot over 60% as well from the field.
Yeah, and he's reduced his fouls as well, Kevin. That's big because that was something that kept him from playing as many minutes as he could have his rookie season. He's much better in that regard, and as a result, he's more productive. He's a bit short for the power forward spot, but his great leaping ability more than makes up for it.
Here's Budinger. The offensive rebound. Here's Rubio. Good on the three-point shot. Rubio's got 9. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Bosch drives in. Launches a 3. A rebound by Pekovic. Pekovic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Williams. It's hauled in by the Heat. Smooth's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bosch up on top over Longley. And another basket for Miami.
You know, it's interesting. Sometimes with him, the contested shots are the ones that he tends to make. You know, sometimes if he's wide open, he misses, but get a hand in his face, he seems to relish it.
But another thing about him, he's a quality spot-up shooter. He's able to catch and shoot that rhythm jumper and knock it down.
The Heat leading by 8. The 3 from Chalmers. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Chalmers has got 13. Here's Rubio. 9 points in the game so far. Budinger. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Heat ball. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You'll look at Chicago and checking out Miami right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
You know, for the Heat, they've played terrific basketball this year. They haven't missed a beat after the success they had last season. Well, it's hard to find a team that matches up with them comfortably.
Well, you're right, Clark. I mean, they would probably have the upper hand against almost any team in this league. I mean, they're a very difficult matchup. They've got plenty of talent, and they're so well coached. And what I like is they play hard every single night.
He feeds it to Williams. Feeds it to Budinger. Back to Williams. There's the triple. No good. And Miami the other way now. Wade misses.
Man, that's too bad. Easy shot there, and you got to knock that one down.
Well, that's a concentration cramp right there. I mean, just lost focus.
Pulls up on the wing. And Rubio gets it to go on the assist by Williams. And that's 11 points here for Ricky Rubio. Now Chalmers. He's got 13. Here's Smooth. Shoots the three. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Chalmers has got 4 assists in the game. Minnesota calls timeout.
You know, in this day and age, teams do turn over a little bit more. Not like the old days where you keep the same roster for close to a decade. And despite that turnover, you do see that some teams with good management still find a way to stay on top.
Substitution now for Minnesota. Sean Williams checks in for Longley. Walton comes in for Chase Budinger. Brandon Roy, he's checked in for Ricky Rubio. And Barea subbed in for Mo Williams. Here's Roy, averaging 12 points a game. Dishes it to Barea. A 3-ball. The shot's good. Roy making the play. Barea's got 10 points in the game. You talk about winning in this league, guys. It sure seems, Steve, to come down to the organization.
Well, there's a culture. There's a, kind of an aura around a team that is so important. You're not always going to have talent, but if you can have a team that is always dedicated towards working and getting better, then I think over the course of time, you're going to have a lot of success. Think of San Antonio, think of Oklahoma City. Obviously, they've had plenty of talent, but the character of the players and the work ethic of the coaching staffs and the organizations really tells you all you need to know.
No good from Roy.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Here's Dang. And the 3 off target.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Yeah, that was kind of clumsy looking. He was not going to get away with that.
He climbed all over him like he was on the ladder. I mean, that's an easy over-the-back call there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Luke Longley's checked in for Pekovic. Fournier comes in for Sean Williams. And it's Malcolm Lee in for Brandon Roy. And here's Barea. He's got 10. Lets it fly. Longley with the bucket. Here's Peck. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. There's the pass to Beasley. No good from outside. Timberwolves trail by 13. Lee dishes to Barea.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
He's been an 80% free throw shooter on the season. I mean, he shot the ball with confidence from the stripe.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Pekovic checks in for Longley. Budinger checks in for Fournier. And Mo Williams subbed in for Malcolm Lee. And both free throws good for Barea.
Some great free throw shooting so far in this second half.
I think they should keep trying to initiate contact and get back to the line until they start missing from there. But as it is, they're perfect so far, so keep it up.
And that one is good by Beasley.
9 straight points for them off of wide open looks from deep. Something has to change for this deep.
Yeah, they're just giving up too many easy shots out there. They've got to close out harder, get a hand up, make him put it on the floor.
Gets it off. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Heat lead by 14. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter.
This Thursday night, Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder go up against the New York Knicks. Big-time hoops coming your way.
I got you stuck off the rail. We be the infamous bus, official Queensbridge.
So as we get rolling here in the fourth quarter, let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for our Sprite Uncontainable game. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, it was the stretch by the Heat that garners the uncontainable game today. As their lead grows, so has their defensive effort, and they keep feeding off one another. It's been a statement game for them on that side of the ball.
All right, Doris, thanks. And the run Doris mentioned, guys, that was really a huge game changer here.
No question, Kevin. Probably the pivotal moment in the game so far, and I thought that really set the tone.
You know, one of the things that was interesting to me is you could see the body language of both teams change at that point. Obviously in different directions. Confident and assured on one side and a bit of chin in your chest on the other side.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Mario Chalmers and Dwayne Wade, the tandem in the backcourt. Haslam and Bosch are up front, and it's Smooth in at the 3 spot.
Remember, he was hot early, 3 3-pointers in the first half, but he may have to start putting the ball on the floor. His shot's not working here in the second.
Passes it to Budinger. Pekovic, he's covered by Bosch. Shoots from the baseline. Some solid defense from Bosch.
Really good work defensively. This coach has to be happy with his team.
Yeah, forcing that miss right there, great effort.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
Takes it from 10. Pekovic with another miss. The Heat leading by 16. Chalmers with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Wade against Williams. Wade, good. Wade's got 23 points.
Yeah, and the defense has to pick it up a little bit here. They're getting bullied inside, guys.
Yeah, they just have not competed well enough. I mean, they've not fought. You want to see fight and aggressive.
We've seen some great shooting from him today. They've got to lean on him a little bit more.
And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Chalmers has got 5 assists in the game. And the Timberwolves call time here.
Yeah, he's seen enough of this interior scoring that his defense is giving up. So the message during this timeout is to lock things up inside.
You know, sometimes a group can just get spaced out on defense. They're not connected and playing 5 as 1. And usually a timeout can help you refocus and recalibrate that defense.
Minnesota making some changes. Luke Longley's checked in for Walton. And Barea subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Tigers checked in for the Heat. Pat comes in for Mario Chalmers. Timberwolves trail by 18. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And Pekovic backs down. Another miss by Minnesota.
A very rough quarter for him as not much is falling right now.
He kicks it to Wade. From downtown, offensive rebound. Lets it go from deep. Hack, that's good. And the Heat lead by 21.
What a half they're having from beyond the arc. It's getting ridiculous.
And there's no reason they shouldn't keep attacking from out there. I mean, they've got it going on in a big way now.
He dishes it to Pekovic. Back to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. And the shot is good.
He's a guy that'll take it right into the teeth of the defense. A lot of his points come from inside of 5 feet.
The Heat leading by 19 points. The drive by Wade. Scooped up. Misses in close.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
It's a look. And again, it's Mo Williams. Williams has got 19 points.
That's one of the toughest shots in basketball, Kevin. It's so tricky to get the soft touch and the accuracy when you're flying to the basket.
And here comes the break. Budinger passed to Longley. Budinger, good. Timeout called, the Heat.
Well, good timeout, guys, because, this has been a bad run for them. He's got to get his team back on the same page and executing well together.
Sometimes just getting to stop in the action. can be enough to get a team back on track. There's something about that little pause in the intensity of the game that lets you refocus.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. It was a pretty upbeat huddle. He said, "I'll bet they won't take us lightly next time, guys." Clearly, he was aware of their underdog status coming into this basketball game, guys.
Here's Williams. Gets it to go. Williams has got 21 in the game.
Boy, they are really getting chewed up inside here. I mean, that's 8 of the last.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up. Don't do that to him. That was fantastic. Wow.
And Clark, the degree of difficulty.
Major.
That was amazing.
There's a good screen. The feet to Budinger. Fires for 3. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 4 assists now tonight. The Heat leading by 14. And it's Wade.
You know, when he plays well, generally the team does too, and it's exactly what we're seeing here today.
The Timberwolves have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Williams gets a screen from Pekovic. Here's Budinger. Rebound by the Heat. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Robert dunked hard with one hand.
What a talented leaper. Loves to climb up and throw it down. Man.
Oh, Clarkie gets up so quickly, doesn't he?
Yeah, like a pogo stick.
Oh, my gosh. Not a lot of point guards in the league can jam like he can.
And he's able to finish, guys, amongst all the big fellas in the paint. Just amazing athleticism.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Rubio's checked in. The Heat have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. From deep three-point range, Timberwolves trail by 18, and Budinger kicks to Rubio. Pekovic with a screen on Wade, and there's Mo Williams on the assist by Rubio. Rubio's got his 8th assist here tonight.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Here's Wade, and the shot is good. Wade's got 18 points now here in the second half.
3 straight buckets in the paint. They're making it look effortless.
Well, speaking of effortless, we'd like to see a little more out of the defense. How about trying, guys?
The Heat leading by 15. Back to Bosch. The 3. Pekovic with the rebound. Pekovic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
So far, he hasn't made much of a contribution at the offensive end.
Here's Smooth. Fades. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Smooth's got 33 points. Dish now to Budinger. And it's Miami with the rebound. Smooth's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Can't get it to go. And Minnesota now the other way. Here's Rubio. Bosch grabs the miss. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin and Steve. I mean, everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
It makes it so much tougher to defend, too, when you have to account for all 5 offensive players, and the ball just moves so quickly. Tough to defend that.
Kicks it to Budinger. Throws up. A slam dunk by Wade.
Doesn't look like they're going to take it easy on them down the stretch.
It certainly doesn't look like it. I mean, they're still aggressively attacking the basket and putting up points.
The Timberwolves shooting about 47% here in the fourth. Back to Williams. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Wade with the rebound. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Rubio with the rebound.
So hard not to go for it when you see that chance at the alley-oop.
Eddie wishes he hadn't, though. That jump shot's like a layup for him when the defense backs off like that.
Pack, that's good. And the Heat lead by 21.
Not much drama left in this one, guys.
No, it hasn't quite exactly been a nail-biter. I mean, it's going to be a great win for them, though.
And So Miami takes this one by a big margin. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just did one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Norris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Smooth.